With many unique and traditional groups, cultural tourism in Namibia is growing, and communities are realizing that it's one of the ways they can make money and contribute to the region's economy. This is the Cedar in Umis Museum, which means our parents' heritage, situated along the Palambach gravel road. Owner Wilhelmina Xobase says the idea to literally go back to the traditional way of life with cultural materials is to retain tourist visits to the area, at the same time her and family making some money. The museum, crafted with traditional implements, is divided into huts, each having a different purpose, such as this one known as Kayonnos, where a middle-aged woman is housed before her wedding. Xobase says despite the language barrier experienced, sometimes the international visitors are particularly interested in the traditional brew made from grain, as they are allowed to taste, as well as the traditional medicine collected from indigenous plants and animals.
We know our cultural practices better, and we are therefore in a better position to explain to visitors while employing ourselves. Cultures are rich, and if these are things that tourists are willing to pay for and see and experience, then let us grab the opportunity.
Another cultural site, known as the Himba Cultural Village, is situated along the Kamaniap Ocho Road and had become an amusing scene not only for tourists but Namibians from other regions as well. Owner and caretaker of the village, Yaku Merihonga Berger, tells NBC News that after inheriting the piece of land from his parents, there was no way he could chase away the former workers, mostly from the Ovahimba community. The workers stayed on and brought their family members, and that led to the creation of the Himba Cultural Village. Berger and his 3 Himba wives did, however, know that this would help them generate an income in the long run.
The hard work from my people working with me as well. It was days of really and nights of hard work, but today we are really we get the fruits out of from picking the fruits from the tree because of that. Also, why we have started with to let tourists come and see what we are doing is that we have started with them to involve them, but also we need their financial support as well, because we cannot support this just by our own as well.
What makes cultural tourism to stand out from other types is that what is displayed for tourists is actually based on real-life activities of a specific cultural group or tribe. But with the speed at which modern development is taking place, cultural tourism faces threats. Hence the call for preservation, not only for tourists, but for future generations as well.
Yes, definitely. But it also has to be respect as well, because it's humans, it's not an animal, or it's not a plant or a tree.
Himba village owner constructed a traditional classroom for orphans from neighboring villages, and only basic literacy classes are offered before children are sent to schools in other towns. Both Cedar in Umis Museum and the Himba village experience an increase in number of visitors during peak seasons, which are from June to October. But during other seasons, life goes on as normal and concentrating on farming on the vast plains of Kunene. According to the Namibia Tourism Board, organizing cultural tours involving ethnic communities in rural Namibia became one of the most viable economic empowerment opportunities, especially for young African entrepreneurs. Blanche Corres, NBC News.